Okay, today I'm going to teach you how to do a program on the calculator, specifically a TI-84, that will run Pythagorean theorem. So, Pythagorean theorem involves a right triangle, so we have this angle marked as 90 degrees, or being right, and we have sides A and B and a hypotenuse C. So, these two sides in the hypotenuse are related in that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. However, once we get into the calculator bit, we need to have one of the variables isolated. A lot of problems will have you solve for the hypotenuse, so we're just going to start with that. So if you take the square root of this side to try to get rid of that squared symbol, you get c equals, and since you had to do the square root to both sides, the square root of a squared plus b squared. Alright, so now that we have our formula, we are ready to write our program. So, these little colons here are denoting the fact that this is the code for the program. So we have prompt A and B. So that line of code, it's telling the calculator that when I run this program, I want it to prompt me into saying what A and B are. So it'll say A question mark and B question mark. So it's saying, hey, what is the value for A? What is the value for B? And then I tell it, A is, say, 3 and B is 4. So then the next line, we have it do the math. Now that it knows the value for A and B, it's capable of doing this. So it does the square root of A squared plus B squared. And then this arrow, it's saying store that as C. So this over here, this value, is equal to C. And from now on, if you say C, the calculator knows, hey, C is A squared, or the square root of A squared plus B squared. And then after it does that and stores it as C, it displays C. So it tells you what C equals. So I'll open my calculator here. Try to get that on screen, and I'll clear what I was doing last. And now I'm going to go to Program. Let's take a look at this first. I hit 5. Not quite, sorry. Program, I go over to Edit. Now I hit 5. And it'll show Pythagorean theorem. So it says prompt A comma B, and then it has the square root sign of A squared plus B squared, and stores it as C, and then it displays C. So I'm going to quit here. I'm going to go back to program. This time I'm going to go to execute at the top, and I'm going to hit 5 for Pythagorean theorem. So I hit enter. It says, hey, what is A? So I'm going to tell it A is 3. Now it's asking what's B. I'm going to tell it B is 4. Now I hit enter, it does the math, and it displays C. C is 5. So if we were to check this, we would get that 3 squared, that's 9, 4 squared is 16. So 9 plus 16 is 25, and the square root of 25 is 5. So yes, that's correct, C is 5, and our program works.